and the ugliness of people's hearts these days is everywhere.
This is Franky Rose's Think Tank. Here's your host, Franky Rose.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Think Tank. Good morning, good morning. Ooh, I've got a new camera. You can pretty much see every one of my pores. So have you guys heard of Kaitlyn Coones? She's out of Canton, go figure. And let's see here. The 17-year-old Canton girl deleted her 33-year-old boyfriend's mother just hours after she had given him the ultimatum to do something about her for interfering in their relationship. She's 17, he's 33. The body of 53-year-old Nicole Jones was wrapped in a tarp and hidden in a dumpster and then taken across the county line the next day. She's never been recovered. So they fled the state, heading into Mexico. So at one point, they're in Arizona and wanting to cross the U.S.-Mexican border. They were stopped, and then they were released. The second person she claimed to have deleted was a man she says that she pew-pewed as she was driving by a bus stop that he was at. Sounds like he wasn't hit, but her goal was to hit. So the couple was found by Mexican authorities on May 8th in Ahumada, Ahumada. It's a municipality in northern Mexico. They were driving Nicole's 2021 Buick Encore and had the woman's social security card, ID, credit cards, and her health insurance card. So let's see here. The woman's, so are we talking about his mother? So they were both arrested. Jonathan was collected and being sent back, and she was interviewed by the FBI. And that's what we're going to take a peek at. So I find this to be a really, really interesting interrogation. What they're feeding them in the water in Canton, I have no clue, but I wouldn't drink it if I were you. So guys, let's do this. Don't drink the water in Canton.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. So really quick, Caitlyn, just to let you know who we are, why we're here, what's going on is, let me show you our credentials. So my name is Celeste Family. I'm a special agent here in El Paso with the FBI, and this is my partner, Hannah Mazza. And so the reason why we got called in is because we were notified that there was a juvenile that was in Mexico, a U.S. citizen, and I got, was going to be deported back. So we're here because we just want to talk to you, figure out what happened, how you made it down there, if you were treated okay, because obviously I don't really want to talk about it. I already talked to the police about it. In Mexico? Yes. Okay, so you have to transition. So, what was I trying to say? My heart concern. I know nothing bad happened. I was just down here for a week or so, and then when I went to go use the bathroom, that's when the Mexican police pulled me aside and were like, "You're gonna have to come with us. We don't have a traveling visa." Okay, that's what happened. And besides that, nothing else happened. Like I've been to a couple Mexican restaurants. I slept at a couple motels here and there. Like that's it. Okay, there's nothing. like Center of America wants to talk to me. I talked to my local police and they said that they were going to be taking me out for missing because I wasn't even supposed to be put in as missing. I was like last year. Okay, but I just want to know. Well, that's just because I did. And that's not true. I should get this last year. I don't want to talk about it. Part of what our family here has we're American citizens. And we don't want to report to American citizens going out there and Murd. And so we want to make sure that nothing happens. Nothing did happen to me. Nothing at all. The only thing is that the Mexican police, they were tightening the handcuffs on me very tight. Every time I was screaming, it was freaking me. And the one lady, she jumped on me and stuff. I was like, shut up. And she kept tightening it. She even put, I was sitting in the chair right here and had the handcuffs on the little chairs. And she moved my one out right here to the other chair. So I was like, how can it be like this? It was not the center that I was picked up in, it was one of their centers. Was there like a jail? No, it was like a shelter. Shelter, thank you. Shelter. Did you say why they were in? They said that the reason why is because I needed to stay calm, and I told the person on the phone, USA, Canton, or whatever the hell the person was. I was like, they became aggressive with me for no reason out of nowhere. They literally just started yelling at me, and I couldn't understand them. And I was like, so I started yelling back at them, and then they started hitting me, pushing me, so I started doing it back, and then that's when it threw me on the ground, and they handcuffed. And so these are the kind of things that we want to know about, right? If you're a U.S. citizen and if you were injured over there, you need to hear these things. Right, okay? So that's all of your form, that's what we want to talk to you about. So, okay? So thank you for sharing that with us. And it helps. We do have a few more questions, okay? So, about that, okay? However, before we get started, I want to make something very clear, okay? That everybody who comes back here in the U.S. and everybody who talks, you have rights, okay? So you are not. I know my rights right now. Okay, if anything, it's what my one friend was telling me is true that the U.S. Marshal wants you to not have to go back to Ohio to go to court. Okay, so I know my rights. So I'm going to read them, right? So that, because how you see on TV, everybody gets them, so I just want you to know that I'm not them, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Here, January 26th, 2006. And how do you play first name? N-N-I-C-L-Y-N-G-L-E. Louis, L-O-S-C-L-L-U-I. Do you have any names? This one. And how do you play it? C-L-O-N. The fund that came with you, 4, 1, 2, 5, 2, 3, 6, 8, 5, 0. 8 of the phone facing one, or just the one phone? This one's like, one of them is my old phone. What is your old? I was trying to tell them that was different. Oh, yeah. So this phone is back to back. Will you need like an iPhone, Android, and then an old phone? Android, okay. You know, the old phone. Okay. That one is just network phone. Network phone, okay. Thank you. Okay. I'm not trying to insult at all. We get some people in here that can't read and write in English language. Can you read and write in English language? Okay. So just so that you can see what I'm reading to you, so you don't think I'm putting like words. So this is what's called our FP 395 for rights and rights. And before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you ask you any questions. You have the right to have a lawyer with you during questioning. Can't afford where I'm always pointed to you before any questioning, if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now, down there. This is not happening during your list. No, if you just, everybody deserves to know what rights are, okay? Right, but these aren't these the rights that are told to you whenever you're arrested? Sometimes, yeah. So, but we, like our procedure is we let everybody know what their rights are, okay? So if you decide to answer questions from a lawyer present, you have the right to stop answering at any time. And so right here is the consent statement, which says that you have read the statement of my rights and I understand what my rights are. At this time, I'm going to answer any questions from a lawyer present. So this is, once again, just me telling you that you have rights. Okay? So as a lawyer, so, well, right now, there's not one, but you're also not charged with a crime. Okay? So I just need for you to sign right there for me. And if you don't mind reading it, date is okay. Thank you. You have marks on your wrist. For the pictures? Yeah. Do you think if there's a mark, can we take pictures? Yeah. Okay. On the bridge too. When were you guys together last night? Last night. There's one right there. There's what kind of cuts were they using? Were they using like this high, like the middle cut, or middle cut? Okay. And they had it on the tight setting. And the one girl that said she really pushed me through me, and then she was like putting the handcuffs on me, taking the handcuffs off, tightening them back up, and putting them together. It was terrible. Right. All right. How many people were in there? It's funny because there was multiple people, and they were laughing when I was screaming for help and yelling for help. They were all laughing, and I was like, why is this even a thing? Like, we're sitting here to be left. What about those? Was that no, either so far. I used to be so on your background as well. So. Okay. All right. So I'm going to add those ones in there. Is this? Do you mind if I touch you? What is it? I don't know what it is. It's just been there since, like, is that a game? Not since I came there since the handcuff. Like I said, you can see right now. No, actually, hold your hand just like that. Okay. And then show me your wrist this way. And then let me get one. Okay, and then let me see your other wrist. Kind of the same thing. I'm going to see it from 4 angles. And then you also see right here. That's where the wrist is. I'm trying to get my thumb focused. Okay. Because they were like looking at you getting marks on that, getting marks on your chest or your. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened. Move out this way. So, and then even the sunburn on your leg, does that have anything to do with you were with them in Mexico? No. Okay. Just from the side. Okay. So another question, there's one mark here. But like right here, yeah. There's probably just one. I think that you want like over. No, the only other thing she did besides throwing me, kicking me, she like was like petting my hair, pushing back my hair, which I thought was weird. Okay. Because that's not professional. Mm-hmm. Why are you brushing me like that? Okay. Was she saying anything to you? No, the only thing I ever heard that I understand was that she was like, I don't speak no English, and she started laughing. Okay. And I was like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't. Yeah. I think it's pretty irritating time. I mean, don't get me wrong, though. I mean, it was, the food was good. It really was. It was actually authentic. What did you eat? I had tacos. I tried their banana ice with their peanut oil. Mm-hmm.
On your thumbs, Do you have that?
One of them is just the Wi-Fi only, and then the other one should be 2005.
Which is like,
That one's the Wi-Fi only.
Okay.
That one I did 2005. I put it a year after my birthday.
can you have these two right now?
Yeah.
I want them there. So it's 20.
05.
Okay, 2005. Okay, and this one, you said it's only Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and it's resetting because that's the one I was gonna tell you. It isn't.
So this one, yeah, or you just shut it off?
No, it's not that. It's like resetting for, because I was gonna have Windows and then pick it up the factory.
What is it?
I know it. I know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So what's the banana thing? I'm not aware of that. Like it's just like banana. But they got to put it in peanuts, yes. Why do they need passwords to my phone? Right, so I can answer that. So when you come back into the United States from a foreign country, which is obviously what you did, all electronic devices are subjected to a border search authority. So even like if I went to Germany, right, and I come back to the United States, they can tell me, open up your phone, I want to see it. So, it's illegal, right? So I'm like trying to remember my phone password because I really just got my phone back. Okay, did they have it? What, my phone password? No, they literally took all my stuff right now is in the car in Mexico right now. So I was found with the two guns on me. Got it. So like, they let me have it, like, whenever they were trying to figure out what was gonna happen. Doing contact duties, all that stuff. Okay. But since I was about 18, I was about 20. So actually, can you talk to me about that? What were the circumstances of the Mexicans? Like how did you guys get pulled over? What happened? The person I was with, we were gonna go use the bathroom and they showed up out of nowhere. They took the person I was with, let him against the car, and they took me in the back seat, and they asked me what my age was, what we were doing at 17, we were going to use the bathroom before, trying to sell jewelry. And, he was like, well, the 2 days were really bad, and I was like, actually, I know it's actually legal in Mexico, as long as, the only time someone can be with someone above the age of 18 is if they're doing something sexually, then the person has to be 18 for someone to be dating somebody above 18. So I know that, and I told him that, and I was like, I know that, and we haven't been doing these things, so I just came here with it, and he happens to be my boyfriend. And, back in Ohio, they already knew about it, so, and so what the, police, whatever, said, they were like, well, we're gonna search the car, do search on it, see what's in there. They were like, if you don't have a permit for it, we're gonna have to keep it, and you're gonna have to go back to Texas, and you can either go to the car to Texas if you do have a permit, but if you don't have a permit, we're gonna escort you back there ourselves. So they ended up finding marijuana in the car, even though the Border Patrol checked that. They already checked the marijuana in the car. The Border Patrol let us go. They said we were fine, that we got the legal amount in the car for marijuana. Okay. And then that day, yesterday, the police were like, yeah, marijuana is legal. Okay. So Border Patrol here in Texas or somewhere else in your top five? I think it was the Border Patrol of, I don't remember what it was. Something like this. I think it was there. Okay. That's a lot of information. So why did you get stopped by Border Patrol in Arizona? In Arizona? Because they have like patrol cars like throughout everywhere. Okay. That's by the borders. Oh, got it. Okay. And like whenever they stopped us, we asked them like, what do we need to get into Mexico or whatever? Because like we weren't even entering Mexico until that point. So they were like, oh, you don't need anything for you because you're a minor. You just need to tell them your name, your age, and stuff, and let them know that you're a minor. And I was like, okay. And then, so they let us off or whatever. And then, you know, we ended up going to the border and left. The border to Mexico? Was that through Arizona or through here in Ohio? I think it was through Texas, if I remember correctly. I don't know anything. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I have a good entry. It's okay. So you can take your time. We're just trying to understand, right? So when, was it a checkpoint or did they just stop you on the side of the road? I think it was a checkpoint. Okay. If I remember, isn't it like checkpoints like where they can like stop you and check your friends? Yeah. So there's a lot of checkpoints in New Mexico and here in Mexico, right? Because as you can see, you know, remember when we saw there's a lot of people that are trying to come across the border like illegally. So that's one of the things we're just trying to make sure that people aren't being smuggled in or smuggled out, you know, illegally, guns, drugs, stuff like that. So that's why they need those kind of stuff. Right. It should be.
Can we have it all?
It should be 2-0. Yeah, we're done. It might be my birthday, I don't know. Yeah, I know there's something to do with my birthday. I don't know if it was my birthday or if it was after my birthday, because I didn't want people to be able to figure it out easily. You know how people steal phones. It's okay.
So right now we've got Kaitlyn Coones being interrogated after they were brought back. Her and her 33-year-old boyfriend were brought back from Mexico. She brutally deleted her 33-year-old boyfriend's mother, and they headed off to Mexico where they were caught. And this is Kaitlyn's interrogation. She's another nutbag from the Canton area. She took a rock to the head of his mother when he didn't do the job in the 5 hours she allotted. You can't make this stuff up.
Also, my ex might be blowing me up because he's telling about the US money, so you might see that number pop up in this situation. His name is Michael Smith. He's trying to tell me that, you know, I'm wanted and that I'm about to be going to jail, so I don't want to say it right now. Here you go. Why would he supposed to happen? What? 2-0-6. Okay.
6?
Yes, thank you. My birthday. Why would he think that? What? Everything that I did, like, hey, the Marshall, yeah. Because I used to be with him when I was younger, and because of the cops finding out and everything, he's trying to get at me as best as he can right now. So he's trying to like, help the police and stuff. And I'm like, you know, there's nothing to help out with. I'm not doing anything wrong. Right. So he's just right now spamming my number with, oh, well, you know, the U.S. Marshal, if you're about to be in jail, I got somebody pregnant, and, you know, I'm going to make sure they're, you know, the best daughter in the world, because, you know, I know how you didn't have the best parents or whatever. It's just, yeah, you try to upset you. Yeah, basically, but it can't upset me. Nothing upsets me. Because you guys are older and girlfriends. Yeah, I don't know. When you were together, how old were you? 13, 14, probably. I don't know. So do you have like both of now? I didn't know. Did you ever get in trouble with you guys dated or anything like that? Mm-hmm. He just tried to help the police to look good on my family and stuff, but that's not gonna happen. Okay. you brain injury? Yeah, I have a TBI, traumatic brain injury, on February 22nd after being down in a car accident, coming off of fentanyl and I think coke I don't know. But just coming off of that, I had it get a big tube down my throat. I was found unconscious and unresponsive. They had to, help me breathe, and then I started having multiple brain bleeds, but then I got transferred to the brain ICU. And then I got stitches on my head, and then I had to get stitches in my eye because of the dot in my eye. And then, and then when I'm eating or whatever, my blood sugar drops really bad after eating and stuff like that. So, and they told me because of nutrition, it's going all in my head, but it's been months since the car accident and stuff.
Were you in a coma? No? Were you awake when the tube went down your throat?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. So you were, intubated, they had you intubated?
Yes.
How long were you intubated for? That's pretty serious.
I don't know. They just said it happened right after they found me.
Okay. And, how long were you in the hospital?
Only 2 months. And then also another thing is I had another blood transfusion.
You had to have a blood transfusion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because apparently there was white cells in my blood. I don't know what it was. They didn't tell me anything until I ended up one day going out of the hospital and reading my file, and I asked the doctor what happened, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this happened."
Okay. I just have a question about you had an eating disorder earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, you had an accident?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that?
I've always had eating disorders since I was younger, but I've been getting hospitalized really bad over it recently because I was I think 117, and I ended up going up to 200 after being in a residential, and then I dropped down to 156, and then once I hit 156, the hospital took me in, and then I dropped down to, I'm trying to remember, I think 137 because I didn't eat or drink in 5 days, and then I got hospitalized for that, and I got me to 152, but recently, after the hospital I was at for my, brain injury, I went from, I think, yeah, that 152 where they got me at, and I dropped down to 147 brain ICU, and then they put me in the trauma ward, and I got back to 123, and then whenever I got discharged, I was 128.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And you're on are you on the
I was on fentanyl of the car accident because of the person I was with, I didn't know them, and I think the first night it was the people who I was talking to, but it was FBI for the car accident, the Cleveland FBI. I was talking to them and they were like, well, the person that you got weed for probably leaked it or whatever. They're like, that's not safe to go around getting weed for people off the street. You need to go to dispensary for that. And I was like, okay. And so that's what they told me that I'm probably leaked it.
Gee, okay. I have to step out really, really quick. But Canton's going to stay just to chat with you real quick. I just have to make a phone call, okay?
She's all of 17 years old. To be that young and this messed up, I don't know if brain injury has caused her to lose her noodle a little bit or if it's that Canton water. It's just, whoa. Her body, yeah. Her body language screaming, I am in trouble. Yeah, we mentioned it earlier. I wonder if she was involved with the Explorer program out of Stoughton.
He said this actually that you were with. The person, yeah, he got locked up because because of the marijuana being illegal. It was not a lot, it was literally gummies, and they bought up with that. What's your name? Jonathan. And so they just went out at age. They said that it was bad, but after I talked to the translator after getting to the police station, he said that the whole reason why we got stopped was because of the beach codes, and then they were like, well, they are gonna let you go, but they're gonna check the car before they do, and then, you know, see if you guys have a permit for it, they're gonna be searched to see if there's anything illegal, but you guys should be on your way to Texas, or you're gonna have to get, you know, the visa to come over off the side of Mexico, because apparently with a border guy, yes, they let you in, but then once you get to a certain stop point, you have to have a charge lane to keep going, and we didn't know that, like, nobody told that guy, we didn't say on Google either. So, that's what we told them, and then they were like, okay, they searched the car, they found the money, and then they were like, okay, yeah, he's gonna be in jail for 2 days, he's in marijuana. And I was like, okay, and then they're going to the shelter, and I was like, how's it going? You're literally filling up 2 people, I'm gonna be the one in Mexico if you guys let me out, and then I'm like, and they're like, well, we're not gonna let you out because you're a minor, and in Mexico, you can't be by yourself in Mexico, so that's what they did. I was that stupid as hell, because in Ohio, you'd be 13 and you could be alone, so that's stupid. And so that's what I told them, and they didn't understand. How many get done? We started dating like a couple months ago. We met because I was at a university called members program. I was at a program, members program, and I basically, I guess, ran away from there, but I broke out because they were very abusive there, and I ended up running into him, and so that happened. I gave him my phone number, and that was it, and then I turned myself into the police, and then, because you're running, yeah, and then ever since that, we just been talking to each other, and, you're right, I think it was like it was like probably, I don't remember. Yeah. John, you call John, I do. I call John. Where John, where's the John? That's a different, so the thing, I'm from Ohio. Now, it's very complicated because I'm from Madison, Ohio. My caseworker is in Canton, Ohio, so I was in that. Yeah,
I'm not sure what's going on with the audio there. I'll just see.
I think, yeah, was it a kid or? It was 1 year old. 1 year old. I love cats. So, like I said, I'm afraid. Yeah. I know more. Very bougie. So you mean like a big puppy? No, like he, like, whenever, like he always wanted attention and stuff, and,
what you gonna call it? I put on like this thing that I got him like this outfit, and he wore it for a minute. And it was like being all cute and stuff, and like putting his head out and like looking like he was soaking, and then like a few minutes later afterwards, he like tore it off. I was like, wow. I was like, what's that Captain Shrek supposed to do?
Riley Sombrero. I wish I could dress mine up, but basically with one of my cats is being, so I would, get it out. My entire face would be just clawed off. She's pretty nasty. I still love her.
Are we almost done here?
Yeah, I know, just honestly, I just have like a couple more questions.
What?
For you. I know that you said that you were traveling with someone. Who were you traveling with?
The person, he ended up having to go to jail because they found marijuana in the car, even though Border Patrol would like go with it or whatever.
That's Jonathan, right?
Yeah, John Sidrum, and, yeah, I was with him, and they took him, and then they said sometime in Mexico, apparently you can't be alone in Mexico if you're a child, and I was like, locked off to be 18, and I'm literally in Ohio, USA, when I was 13, that's not allowed at all, and so,
Yeah, well, and then I think, also the fact that you didn't have a visa, to enter, is also what an issue was for them.
right.
Yeah, so, okay, so, John, can you keep saying like the person, so like.
Sorry, somebody who looks at the slippers, you don't have to apologize, I'm just trying to understand.
And I, of course, don't want to put any words in your mouth, right? Okay, so Jonathan, and I think you mentioned before that your boyfriend. Okay, how did you meet him?
I met him before the car accident, and I met him at a store, and that was whenever I broke out of the MS program, which was an abusive eating disorder program, and whenever I was at the store, I gave him my number, and I left, and then like 2 days after that, after moving out on the street, I turned myself in, and I stayed in contact with him ever since, and he's just been a caring person, so I ended up dating him because I'm about to be 18. Okay. But we haven't done anything sexual because I already know the rules of that.
Just sounds like he was a friend, right? Boyfriend, he treated you very well. That's what I mean, like, he treated you very well.
Yeah, he made sure I ate, made sure the cat was eating whenever we did get the cat, he always checked up on his mom, he's just very good.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think that's good, right? Because obviously, I hate to say how I would put it, it sounds like, already, like, that you've been through a lot, right? So, you have to make sure for you. And I think that's fantastic. Did he still stuck in Mexico?
Yeah, he gets out, I think, tomorrow. They said he has to stay in jail for 2 days because of the disease.
Okay.
And then
How much was it? How much was it?
it was literally just Johnny. I don't know how much that would be.
Okay, so he's being held just for money.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember, I mean, I haven't been to Mexico in, I don't know, 20 years, but, do you remember there was a basketball player that got held in, prison in Russia for a month, the girl, for having a vape pen that had THC in it, so I'm not surprised. Foreign countries have their own rules. Yeah, there's another one, but I don't know. Are you sure? Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure I did, I know it's not scary in Mexico. Okay, so, when did you meet him? I know that you said you met him in the store. When did you?
I met him at a store after running away from the MS program. Like, I bolted through the MS program because of how busy they were, and I was walking the streets, and I walked through stores and stuff, and that's when I saw him, and I gave him my number.
Okay. He got before it was correct.
Yeah, before February this weekend.
Do you know how much like before that, or?
What?
Do you know how much before that?
No, I just noticed before that because I ended up getting in that class and just like not being able to like process stuff and talk, so I didn't call him or anything. And then whenever I got out of the hospital, I called him and was like, yeah, I'm doing good, just helped me in the car accident, and yeah.
Okay. And so you've been boyfriend, girlfriend ever since you met him?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. No, I do the same thing. I've been living here for almost 10 years, so, but but I answer C all the time.
I can always start seeing C from now on, because that's all I could say, is literally seeing that.
Yeah.
And garages.
Yep, you're not too far off from where my Spanish is, and like I said, I've been here for a while. So, okay. And so, where were you guys when, the Mexican authorities, like, picked you up?
Villa Murd.
Okay. Villa Murd?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have, by any chance, keys in there when you were there? He did, he said it. Okay, I've always heard that they have like Viva PCs and Via because of the machine that they use. So, do you by any chance know kind of like what a dangerous area you were in?
No, I mean, I did see like the military and the police like drive by and stuff, but like they were driving around so frequently, like I didn't think anything was gonna happen, and like I know how to defend myself because like I grew up in the hood of Ohio, so like I know how to fight for myself. And you know, I've been in fights with girls my age. That's the reason why I don't become friends with people my age, because it's just no, I don't understand them.
Right. So I get it, and I have no doubt that you can defend yourself. But I'm assuming, do you recall driving through Juarez, a town called Juarez?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you stay in?
I don't think so. I just remember driving through it because I have a video of it on my phone. And I have a video of a picture of it with the name on it.
Okay. So I was asking because I'm not sure if you're aware of this. You've had Juarez, it's the name of the town. It's one of the most dangerous cities in the entire world. Very deadly. And then Villa Murd is also a pretty dangerous area. It's what we call cartel country. So a little bit different, right? Than just getting in a fight at school. I mean, these are people that were ahead, you know. And so that's another reason that we want to talk to you, is because we want to make sure that you're okay. I mean, obviously, I see that you're okay, but from two people from Michigan, are you from Michigan?
Not
Ohio, excuse me. Two people from Ohio, like, coming through, like, you know, and then I'll call it what it is, right? Like, you're white, the individual that you're traveling with, is he white?
Yeah.
Right. You know.
I know it's Doritos and
Doritos, right? And like, it is a target for you guys, especially down there. They see money, right? How much can we get paid off? So were you guys driving a vehicle?
yeah.
Okay.
We were driving his mom's because the mom gave us permission to drive it and stuff. And Nikki, right? Yeah,
Nikki, okay.
So we used her car because she gave us permission. And you know, that was it. We used most of the money he saved up or whatever to, you know, get there to Mexico. And we had a good experience. Like, we ate Mexican food, we stayed here and there, you know, it was a good experience. But like I said, I thought we were good for the most part, because I've seen like a lot of military and police, you know. Yeah.
What kind of car was it?
It was like a white, like SUV.
Is it new or old?
I think old.
Old. So was it junky or in good shape?
Like, it was even junky and shit.
Okay. I just asked because normally if it's like a car that's like in decent shape, that's also a target too. Do you guys change license plates or anything, or so is the tag still Ohio? Okay. Honestly, I think that you guys are pretty lucky, you know. Did you guys ever get stopped by the Mexicans other than when they picked you up? Did they?
No, we sold jewelry, sold a phone, and that was it. That went okay. we did get stopped by the police like once before we got arrested, and they wanted to check out some, so we handed it to them and stuff, and they checked it out. And then they were like, no, because it has no Wi-Fi. I mean, it only gets Wi-Fi on, so they didn't want it with the one that I have right now. So they handed it back to us, and then, yeah.
What kind of phone did you sell?
I don't know, I don't remember it.
So they went straight into Juarez. Can you believe it? Not even a clue as to where they were. And they were in Juarez. Like she just said, probably the most dangerous city in the world, or one of the top. Just scary. But I mean, if she's able to go after his mom with a rock, maybe she'd be okay.
Like a very bad cheap like market from that, like, because I had like phones from when I was younger, so I just sold out.
Was it an Android or an iPhone?
It was an Android.
An Android? How much money did you get for it?
How much were we selling for it? I think like 800 pesos.
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what the conversion is right now, but not a lot.
Yeah.
Right. And what about the jewelry?
Nothing, I don't think anything sold at the jewelry. That's when we got stopped, because we slept in the car, we woke up the next morning, we're about to leave the bathroom, that's when the police shut up.
Got it. So did you sell the phone to either the policia or the fiscalia, or was it just people on the street?
We sold the phone to people on the street.
All right.
And then we used that money to get a room for the night to sleep in, and then we woke up and, I am really bad at this. We got to get food, and then we slept in the car, we woke up the next morning, and that's when the police showed up, and they were like, you know, how old are you, where's your, you know, how old is he, what are you guys doing? I was like, we were literally all in the bathroom.
So, you wouldn't say that you had to sell the things to bribe anyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that's big in Mexico, right? So, and that's why I'm shocked, is because oftentimes, a lot of U.S. citizens will go even here across the border to Canada, and they'll get stopped for something as minor as maybe public intoxication, and it's like, you want to go to a Mexican prison, or what do you have in your wallet? So I just want to know if you guys needed to pay them off. How many nights did you guys sleep in the car?
We stayed in the car for the first day.
In Mexico?
Mm-hmm.
How long was that? Yeah.
We've been in Mexico for about
a week. Do you remember what day you got there?
No, it's really bad with my brain injury to remember things, because I already have ADHD, so it's just another thing that I don't know.
Okay, it's okay. And if you can't remember, just tell me that. I don't remember. Okay. What kind of jewelry were you in?
Like old ancient jewelry that I had. Not like ancient, sorry. It was like old jewelry, like charm bracelet, rings, like, the ring that girls are
Into the jewelry that you have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And was it like real, like real?
No, it isn't, because when I was younger, I already sold a whole bit to get actual money from that.
Okay.
We were doing 200 pesos each for each item, because I wasn't trying to hand anybody off of it, but I was also trying to make money off of it at the same time, and we made sure that the jewelry was clean.
Okay. Do you work? Do you have a job? No. Okay. What about
No, he did not here.
Okay.
And he gets, what's it called? He was in the military, so he gets, what's it called?
Disability?
Yes.
Okay. So what rank should be in?
I do not know.
You don't know? I was former military, so it's just happened. Army, Marine Corps.
I think he was in the Army.
Army. Okay. Do you know how long he was for?
He said that he served his whole time. He even has the papers from his discharge.
Okay, probably at least 4 years, I think that was really enough. What else did you know when you did?
I know, I just know he told me there's a lot of trauma that comes with it and stuff, like waking up in the neighbor's sleep, not being able to ever see people again after that. And, he told me that, like, the insurance is really bad that comes with it.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. So, PTSD is a real thing, right now.
I know it is, because I've had abusive parents, so I ended up in the system side of that.
Got it. Okay. If he doesn't work, if he's living in the house with you, for me,
He was living with his mom that's around. Yeah, his mom is like a cool type of mom, like she likes to play card games, go on the walks, when we were trying to, take her in, but she didn't want to come because she was talking about her Superman boyfriend. And I was like, she said that she was going to be Superman. I was like, oh, okay, I'm not going to stop you there. I think she wants to get to that age.
She's going to go next to looking there? What? She's going to go looking there?
No, she wasn't. She said that she was talking to her, Superman boyfriend and stuff, and that she had things to do, and I was like, okay. And I was like, she's about to come to that age.
Are you referencing like Alzheimer's, like dementia?
Yeah, Alzheimer's and on the verge of losing her mind.
Right. Are you supposed to Nikki?
I'm somebody that she doesn't like me just because of my age and everything, but like, she's okay with us being together, obviously, but like, she's like, I was not your age. She's like, she's like, I'll treat you how like my mom treated me. And da 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 da. I'm like, okay.
So, I think I'm very intrigued by Superman. Did she actually think, in your opinion,
I don't know. I don't know anything. I just know that she told me she was dating Superman and she had plans. That's all.
interesting. Okay. Did you ever meet her boyfriend?
She told me that her one husband, cheated on her, moved on, and she hopes he died and said, I don't know about that.
Is that Jonathan's dad?
No, Jonathan's dad. Jonathan says he doesn't know his dad.
Oh, okay. Does Jonathan still live with him? Did you ever live with them?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. How did she treat you?
She treated me well.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm not asking to get into it because I don't care, unless you want to talk about it. I don't mean that offensively. It sounds like you have some trauma from your parents.
Okay, yeah, I do not want to talk about that because I've already had to talk about that with children.
No, and we absolutely don't have to talk about that. I just want to make sure that this lady was treating you well.
She was treating me well.
Okay. How long did you live with her?
I didn't live with her. I just stayed there a few nights before.
Okay.
That's why I was living. No, I stayed there a couple times. Like I was about to stay the night.
Did she make you sleep in a separate room or did you sleep with Jonathan?
I slept with Jonathan. Okay. But we slept on both opposites of the bed. Like I said, I already know the rules of me living inside.
Every state is different, by the way. So here in Texas, the age of consent it must clearly be different than it is in Ohio. So the age of consent here in Texas, I think is 16. Yeah. So
I mean, the age of consent in Ohio is 16, but still you're not. And
Trying to get away from that
Did you
crackling.
guys sleep in the car or did you stay in hotels?
we slept in the car.
Okay. Were you guys at least in rest stops or?
Yeah, rest stops.
Okay. Okay. Have you been to the car? Jeez. I'm just trying to think of where Ohio is versus where Texas is in Arizona.
So very far away.
Yeah, right behind the what area is Colorado? What area is Colorado?
Yeah.
What Ohio is over here? I don't know.
No, I don't. Okay, there's no plan down here. I don't think you guys really need to do that. I think you just need to look down after the next visit. But you guys said you want to know something that happened in there. And I'm not trying to give more than I should be having to give. we went this way.
Okay, so kind of like an AU sort of? Okay. How long have you been from Murd for?
For a while. Are we only on questioning?
Yeah,
I mean, because I feel like we already talked about what happened in Mexico. I feel like I know everything there is to need to know about if there was to be something, and I am ready to get back in there.
I got that, and obviously I can tell that you're getting like a little bit upset, you know?
I am, because I'm not, like, I'm literally in whatever this is, there's jail cells right there, I'm sitting on this metal thing, I could literally, you know, be out and about.
Right, so, so I can clarify, it's because you're what's called a port of entry. You're a port of entry, right? So
And you guys said that you wanted to know what happened in Mexico and stuff, and make sure that I'm not doing anything illegal, and that's the reason why I gave you my password.
correct, and so you're 17, right? And so, you're still a minor, right?
Well, we're in Texas, so I'm legal here.
You are legal here, but out of Ohio, you're still a minor. And so we just wanted to make sure that when in route, that you're okay.
And I am okay.
So we also want to make sure, you know, with Jonathan, I know you said something happened, but we want to make sure from Ohio to Mexico to here, that you were safe, that you didn't, nothing happened along the way, you were
Nothing did happen along the way. He kept me safe throughout most of the way.
And you look, there's a complete difference, right, between something that's consensual and non-consensual.
Right.
That's what we're trying
Consensual
to
means that you want it and you allow it, and non-consensual means you don't want it and you don't allow it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, right, and then the thing is that, there was a notification that came in as well that you had been abducted. Okay?
Okay, well, this is very effective. So I need to talk to the person.
So why would they accept that?
I don't know, because I told my caseworker I was doing, and so that's a misfollow part on our behalf.
Right, right, and so, once again, that's my
I know, like, whenever I was, you know, reading the newspapers after the Mexican release that, they said, oh, fugitives.
She sounds like she believes that as soon as she is finished talking to these two FBI agents, that she's just gonna go out and go for a walk. I don't think she realizes the seriousness of what is going on here.
The two release if he was runaway and I've been posting off my Facebook account. I talked to my local police. I even have the phone records in my phone. I talked to my local police. They said that they never had him missing. I said, why didn't they put it out that I was missing this long ago? I did go missing. I said, I'm not with the fugitive. I'm not abducted. I'm not missing. I'm not kidnapped. I'm about to be 18. I am literally what's it called in Ohio, emancipated, because I was living in an independent living house. I was allowed to do whatever I wanted to do.
Okay.
Because that's what they wanted me to do until I turned 18, so that they didn't have to do more paperwork.
Right.
So that's what I put on my Facebook, so I don't know that. So,
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go for some entirely with the fugitive.
I don't know why they said he's the fugitive. I know that when we got the police together, we told them everything. They understood, and they just said that he was going to be in jail for 2 days.
Okay.
So, yes.
Yeah, no, and hey, look, it is our job, right, just to make sure that you're safe, okay? So when we get notified by Mexican authorities as well as U.S. authorities that there's a child, right, that has been, because even in Mexico, you're still considered a child. Texas is different, but it just so happens that you pass through Texas, right? So let's put what Texas state law is out of the way, right? So we get notified that we have a child that's in Mexico and that's being deported back. We need to make sure that we're okay.
I know, once again, like I said, I am okay. I know they keep revisiting the question, is she okay? What are the signs that she's not okay? And I'm showing you that I am okay, and I'm saying I am okay. Okay, to take my word for it.
I am using your word for it because now we're face to face, right? But what, up until an hour ago, we were not face to face. And we have been notified, that you were listed as a kidnapped child, right?
Okay, well, I will talk to whoever I have to talk to about that because I was not kidnapped. My caseworker knew that volunteer. She's your caseworker, so we can talk to her. Her name is Rachel, I don't know her last name. Alright, you told me where she at? She's in Stark County. And she works for like PBS or whatever. And Rachel. Yeah. I talked to her before I really got her. And so where you were at. I talked to her, like that. They stopped working those as soon as I got into the account. My phone stopped working on that phone. What did Rachel say? She just said basically to stop, stop worrying that I'm going to be 18 soon and that, she basically has my back, that don't do anything stupid. She said that, she's fine with me smoking weed and smoking nicotine. She just said that if I should get caught, then I should get caught. She said that it's going to be on my behalf, but she's not going to try to stop me and that I'm doing perfectly fine. And she said she was also asking me about if I wanted to be in programs for independently, and I said, no, I just want to turn 18 and be off on it. Do you trust Rachel? No, I don't. I mean, I trust her, but I don't like her. Is there anyone that you have your message that you trust? I mean, no, a friend, people you come in contact with like, I don't know, like a class, or another big support group for you or anything like that? No, not really. I mean, there was one person that, what's it called? I don't know. I don't remember. I can't think right now, and I'm kind of getting irritated because this took longer than I imagined. The people that I came with, they told me that I was just going to be dropped off, and that, I could make it my way to hire myself, and then this happened, so I felt like I was liable for that. And so I feel like my time is being wasted because obviously I'm okay, I'm not kidnapped, I'm perfectly fine, I don't see anything that would show me signs of kidnapping, and I have my phone, so if I needed help, I would contact them, or I could get fire or help. So I think that this is just a big miscommunication with the whole world, so I'm ready to leave that all. Okay.
Wow.
Do you have more questions? Tell me about their Facebook message that you sent. What happened? About 2 murders last week. This is when my ex got in my job. I'm ready to leave me down here. This is the one that keeps texting me, and this is back from when I lived with him. He has my account. He works on the dark web and stuff. What do you mean he works on the dark web? He works on the dark web. He hacks for people. So we get dark web and child. Okay, dark web means hacking in to find someone's IP address, location, find, their account information, posts that haven't been posted, stuff like that. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, yeah. No, I don't have that. I didn't get her name. Why would you think that? Because, like I said, the authorities are on his ass right now, because back when I was 14, when the FBI was back then, because they felt the same thing that I was, sex advocate, even though I wasn't. It's when I ran away to go be with him, and I did sexual stuff back then. That's the reason why I'm going to not do it right now because I'm 19 here. But I did it with him, and so the police got involved and stuff. So ever since, they put him on probation and stuff, and told him that they were going to be keeping a close eye on him. Every time that, something's up with me, he would be the one to be like, oh, I know everything, I know what she could do that. Because, when's the last time I ran away? When I was 15, I ran away. That's the last time I ran away. But, before that, whenever I was running away or whatever, he would be the one to try to find me, this and that. But ever since I got with Jonathan, that has been a big thing towards him. And he doesn't like that. So he's been, and I actually have, proof, within, the, whatever, he knows how to hack into social media and get IP addresses and stuff like that, and, be able to log into my social media. And that's also another reason why I try not to use that social media account. I don't know.
Did you know that's the question with you?
What if
Yep.
you know that before I showed it to you? No, I didn't. I was really surprised by that. I know that way.
I literally believe she thinks that she's going to talk to these guys for however much longer and just be let out. I really believe that's what she's thinking at this point.
I took that earlier because I was doing photo tracking or whatever. And then I think this one right here, you might have to my nose on, but I don't know about the connected radio that like he wants to work. I don't know the exact date. It might stay in my phone.
And did Michael have pictures for some reason?
He must have had it because I don't know, understand how else he would have been able to got it. You know what I mean?
So I understand what you're saying, you're not a victim, okay? I understand that you want to be able to, that's fine. I'm gonna talk to people, I'm gonna talk to you face to face right now about the issues that we have with this, okay? So there's some two people.
Okay, but like, you understand, he has access to people that have it. Alright.
There's some two people.
Mm-hmm.
We can't find the key, we don't know that.
I didn't know she was missing.
And your guys have a car,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys have all of their
I didn't know that he had a car.
So how do you think it makes us more unsafe for their staff and everything?
So they're just bringing up what happened to his mother now. And she continues on, this girl. She likes to talk.
I'm not really a missing to think that, you know, we killed her, but I didn't know that she went missing.
So who killed her? Okay, we don't know.
No, but I want to know who killed her because she was a nice mom.
So I think, you know, she hasn't been seen for a while, and instead of being two people, we don't know that she's dead.
Okay, but you're putting that on me when I thought that she was doing perfectly fine and everything. I told you I didn't send his messages. He's been able to hack my account.
So what we're trying to figure out is what happened and where she could be. And if Jonathan is somehow associated with her going missing or watching that her being dead,
He wouldn't do that. He cared about her. He made sure that me and her ate. Like, he made meals for us and was trying to get his mom to eat and stuff. Like, she wouldn't eat just because, like, her dentures would always, you know, be in her mouth and she didn't, like, she felt uncomfortable eating like that. Or he was like, you know, he kept telling her, you know, it's okay to eat like that. Like, my girlfriend is okay with you. And she has to eat it for herself. Like, Mom, come play part of this. Mom, come do this. Like, you know, we want you to be a part of this.
how old is her mom?
I don't know that.
She was 15 or she was 80.
I don't know.
I really don't know. So you have to understand I'm concerned now, because up until this point, we have been also not this nothing.
Right.
We didn't know anything else.
Well, he told me that the USA Marshals were recruiting for me. He was the one that told me that I was about to be going to jail or whatever. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's the one that protected me. That my listener right there. The one that, you know, probably is this. Because I don't know where that up that bad. Because that's all going on my phone. I've never seen that in my messages. The only person I've messaged so far on my Facebook Messenger has been people that, you know, been talking about the news poster, and I told them, like, I'm not missing, I'm okay, I'm being perfectly fine. And then, you know, I was seeing if my parents reach out to me, you know, the windows house. You'll see that when you open my phone, like, literally, there's nothing there. No, I was just trying to see if my parents reach out because of the post, because back when I was younger, you know, they put out posts and then they stopped posting stuff because they gave up on it. They were teachers going on like let her be. So then I was like, okay, like at least, you know, they understand when it's me at all. But I was just making sure they know that I'm not kidnapped or whatever. I was like, no, I'm literally with my boyfriend. I'm doing perfectly fine. Everybody that has kept messaging me. Good gun. I know the gun that he had or whatever, I can't really get too many arrested the police like that. So,
Wait, okay.
no, it was like way back, yeah, he got arrested in Wood County, I was arrested. I went to juvenile jail right out the next day, but he stayed there for a while, but they took like, his weed and stuff and his gun. That's what I know that happened back, and I don't know anything else.
Did you ever see a gun?
No, I did not.
So Jonathan took a gun to a pawn shop here in Manhattan and told people that his mom was dead.
He did.
So, and we want to help you.
Right.
And we recognize that there's something and that you don't have life left. And we want to do what we can help you.
Right.
I mean, that we really are.
He really did that. He went to like,
What's up, what's up here? They don't have them. Keep them around and let his mom be dead. Well, I give you a chance.
what do you mean? Why he would have done that? I mean, he probably would have. Like, I don't know anything. Like, I didn't know he did that. I didn't know there was a gun. I didn't know his mom was dead. I don't know anything.
We just want to try to
We want to help. That's all.
just want to help you.
So she's dead. Did you guys find the body? No, I'm being serious. I don't know what happened. I just know I'm asking. Did you guys find the body?
We told me that someone should be looking that open her doors to you. I think she deserves to be around the house, right?
I didn't know she was dead, so I don't know what that. I didn't know she was dead. Literally, when we left the house and everything, she was fine. Like, she was literally laying in bed on her phone. This is all this is.
Deny, deny, deny.
Yeah. How was your you should have kept it. We will be your boyfriend about time.
I don't know why the audio is like
You
that.
know, about the gun, I knew that was, he wanted to find something to get ready to be able to go into Mexico, that's all I knew, because they said that there's where we have to pay to get in, right? We also have another pawn shop where I'm sure they can have other items for pawn off at that one too. And Hannah's right, so when we talk to him, and he's gonna try to point the finger at you, we're trying to help you.
there's a difference between being 17 and being 33. Okay.
I get that, but I literally, I just don't know.
I can give you help.
Well, it's a matter of, you know, do put it all on him, and that's not all on him, or go to jail.
So it doesn't have to be one or the other. Okay. Her job is explaining the truth. You're not finding the truth. And that's what we want. We just want the truth. I want to give you an opportunity to tell your story before he tells it for you.
It was all, it was only, I told him that I even $5. I ran away from him, I lived in a living house, and I told him he had $5, you know, to kill her, and he told me that he couldn't do it because I was his mom.
So did you guys catch that? She told him that she wanted the mother deleted within 5 hours. And he said, I'm not sure if I can do that because it's my mom.
And so he wouldn't do it, so I strangled her out and I took her rock and banged her head a whole bunch of times. And then I told him about it and he was shocked, so then I let him give him a moment, he threw up, and then we went to go get cleaning supplies that I cashed out and stuff, and then we cleaned up the body, cleaned up everything in the house. We disposed her body in the trash dumpster, and he couldn't do it, so I, you know, was going back with the body in the trash, and then after that, we took it and cleared everything off, and then we went on the run. And most of the way, he was really struggling with it because it was his mom, and he needed marijuana, and that's the reason why, you know, there was marijuana when we in the car when we tried to get into Mexico.
Why did you want to kill her?
Because she didn't want to do it.
And you looked. There's a lot of courage to be talking about. Okay.
I also killed another person in Arizona in a drive-by. I don't know who it was. Also committed 2 arsons in Arizona, and I don't know where that was either. I, you know, looked at the gun and stuff and shot the person, and I left real fast, and then after that I washed off the residue of the gunpowder.
Where were you in?
I know I was in Phoenix. There's 2 summers that we were also in.
You were really tracking. Are you certain that there is a team?
I don't know what happened. I just remember going out and out of the window and shooting.
Was it a male, woman, or young?
I think it was a woman.
Do you remember how old she was?
She looked old and she was. She was 5 and she was a restaurant.
Did you see her fall to the ground? No? Are you sure that they hit her?
I was so quick to get out of there because of the blood shot.
Were you in the car? Or you were in the car?
I was in the driver's seat.
You were in the driver's seat? Is there a reason, like, that precipitated it, that made you do it?
I was like, well, I killed someone, so I might as well kill another.
And what did Jonathan say?
He just told me that thought he has a bad feeling that it was all going to catch up and that, you know, he can't believe he killed his mom and that he misses his mom, and, you know, basically, that he wish he didn't do it. Did he kill his mom or did you? I killed it, because, like, he, like, sort of, he kind of helped with the body attraction, but then after him dropping the feet, I told him, let him do it, you can't do this.
When was this, in Arizona? When did this happen? Was it more than a week or
Under a week.
and then you guys, was it daylight out or was it dark out?
Daylight, it was in the morning.
And then you guys took off. Did you get stopped for speeding or?
It was only the only time that we got stopped was when we were in Arizona and we tried to cross the border and that's when border patrol checked everything and we were wondering why we were trying to illegally get into the Mexico border.
So you were trying to cross in from Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay, did you try to find out before or after you got pulled over?
Before.
And so tell us about the arson. What do you mean by that?
Arson has, a flammable sprayer, I lit it up with a torch and threw it out the window and it blew up in the grass. And then I also took a pair of my box and I brushed it and just stuff.
Okay. So, property or was it like a field or a field?
Everything was public property.
Okay. So not like a building, it was just building field. Was it on the side of the road? Or was
One was by a movie theater, and then the other,
what was the flammable thing that you used? Do you remember?
it was stuff you use for a cookout.
Oh, like that, like for it? What made you do that? Okay, okay. Was that also in Arizona?
Yes.
It was? Okay, was that before or after the fact?
After.
Okay.
Because after the drive-by and the arson, I was gonna go and kill another person.
Okay, why?
I don't know.
So she was just driving around trying to do drive-bys. She just said she wanted to delete another person. This is one extremely sick young girl, 17 years old, and literally took a rock to his mom's head and then used her hands around her neck. It's like, are you kidding me? And she, oh, you know, her boyfriend was sad because he didn't want to lose his mom. It's like, what the hell, woman? She's not even a woman. What the hell, kid? Jesus. And she just said she wanted to drive around some more so she could pew pew more people. Jesus.
I got very high and I was tripping really badly. I was like, oh, that really just happened. I really just killed your mom. And he was like, yeah, you did. He started crying. And then I was like, I'm sorry. And then, you know, I had to cut it up because of that was when I went to go out of the body.
I'm sorry?
Just marijuana? Did you drink it all? What you put her body in a sensor, right? And so
It was by a neighborhood in Sylvania.
a neighborhood in Slovenia,
Yeah.
where she lives.
That's me.
Was it like one of those big dumpsters, like outside of the store, or was it like a garbage can?
A big dumpster.
Okay, was it outside of the store?
No, it was outside of the neighborhood houses, like apartments, I think.
So it was an apartment dumpster?
Yeah, and then I threw away all the evidence and they doubled like the trash bags and they took the trash.
Okay, in the same dumpster though?
No, and her dumpster, I did that.
Okay,
And the next day, the trash people came and took all the evidence.
Okay, so I just want to take it one step at a time. So her body was put into a big dumpster outside of an apartment complex. Okay, was she wearing clothes?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you recall what she was wearing?
No, I just remember like wrapping her up in certain mask and the black fixing thing, all the things.
Tarps, yes. Okay. So the saran wrap and tarps. Did you use any kind of tape? Like these up? Okay. So they put her body. Jonathan had to come too.
No, he did not. I got her all the way in, halfway in, and I was like, I need help, and then he couldn't do it, so I had to push her feet in. But it was all me.
Okay.
The only part he helped in any of what happened is driving to Mexico, because he said that he was speed limit in Mexico and needs to be an adult driving. And then besides that, he didn't help with anything else.
An adult driving.
I think so, yes.
Do you know how she lives in the apartment?
No, she lives in a village community, I don't know, like a gated community of houses.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if
I can give you the address of her house.
that would be great.
It's 37. Meyer Street is on, I don't know what it is.
York Street.
I think it's 7, 4, 5, 6, Timbers. Timbers like T-I-M-B-E-R, yeah.
And I'm in
Edge. Billwood. Miller. Bar. It's like D-L-E-D. Billwood.
okay.
And then it's in, Toledo, Ohio. I don't know, it's like right on the state of Toledo, Michigan.
Okay. Thank you for that. So, how did you get her body from the house to the car?
We took her car
Okay, where did you put the body?
in the back seat.
In the back seat? So, I'm not familiar with
In the trunk.
In the trunk. Okay, so in the very back. Okay. Did you grab what was ran out first and then the tarp, or the tarp and then the ran out?
Sure.
Okay. Do you remember the color?
Wrapped her in saran wrap. Good Lord. I wonder why her boyfriend's upset that his mother's no longer around. Are you kidding me, kid? She is so monotone and just on and on and on. No feelings either which way. Sick kid. She doesn't need to get out anytime soon.
I'm sorry. Okay. And then, you went back, and then because I don't want to put words in your mouth, is that when you guys cleaned up
It's when I ended up by the stuff that I bought or whatever, by using her identity and money. I bought a scrub thing, a mop, and cleaned up all the blood. I threw away the blood clots and stuff like that. I made sure the trash cans were double wrapped, and then I made sure to get it into the dumpsters for tomorrow.
Where did you get all the cleaning supplies from?
I think, Walmart.
Walmart? Is it like a local Walmart? What is it?
Yeah.
Okay, how far is the Walmart from her house?
I don't know.
Okay. And then you said you double wrapped all of that and then put it in her trash. And then the trash came out. Was it just the next day? Okay. What about, did you keep her in the same clothes? Okay, do you recall what she was wearing? No? Okay. And so now you said that, you strangled her. How did you do that? Okay, where was she when that happened?
She was trying to get something out of the fridge, and I looked over and started doing it, and then I took the rock that I had, got right off the floor, and I started throwing it at her head.
Is that what the scratches are on your arm?
I don't know what these are.
No, remember, like, she lifted up your sleeves, the other one? Are they from her?
No.
No?
Oh, these are self-harmers.
Okay, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she finds out.
Yeah.
Good, that she finds out. She was very in shock that she didn't fight. Like the only thing I remember is the, like, having the blood in her mouth.
Like after she was given out, did that happen?
Yeah, and then there's like blood clots that started coming out of her.
Out of where?
I think it came out of her mouth. They were like really big.
How long did you say that you strangled her for before you hit her with the rock?
I did it for 5 minutes, hit her with the rock, and then I kept strangling her. And then after that, after strangling her for like at least 10 minutes, I started banging really hard with the rock again.
So after the first 5 minutes of strangling her,
So what do you guys think? Psycho? Why does she have such a flat affect and really seem to believe that she'll be able to just walk out of there after she has their chit chat? I'd love to know what is going on in that brain that she is so uncaring. Maybe we'll find out. Let's see.
do you think that she had passed away at that point, or?
I think it's whenever I started strangling her and put down the rock that she's gotten really freaked out.
Okay. And what does her morning?
It happened in the morning, and then the body was up at night.
Do you remember when that was?
No.
No. Do you have, was it in, we're in May right now, so was it in April, or was it in May?
What you said, what?
Did it happen in April, the end of April maybe, or did it happen in early May?
End of April.
And this was because she didn't want you guys to be together?
Yeah, and I think she honestly was really obsessed over him because whenever we were talking to her, about it and stuff, she was like, well, if he doesn't have sex, I'm going to be perfectly fine with it and stuff like that. We were like, well, in the future, like, we're not going to ask you to have sex. Like, that's weird. Like, that's something we would talk out ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. And, she was just, like, always all over her son. Like, always handy with him and stuff like that, and do with it for, like, if that makes sense.
Like inappropriate?
Yes.
Okay, so not like a lonely son and mom relationship.
It's a very inappropriate relationship.
Okay. Do you know if they ever were like sexually involved?
I don't think they were, because when I was talking to Jonathan about my suspicions, he was like, yeah, I kind of feel that way too, because, my mom would get angry at me for certain things, and, I would tell her, like, why are you getting angry at me for this? And he was like, I don't understand it, and then he was also talking about, like, how he did some of this stuff too, and he made me feel uncomfortable. And then that's when I told him, I was like, you see why I told your mom, like, do you understand? Because she wouldn't let us be together. Like, nobody will let us be together, and it's kind of sad because, like, it's obviously, it's obviously, like, I want this, like, I want him, like, I don't care if I don't care if by the time I turn 18, he stops being all that man, I don't, I love him. There's nobody like him. That's what I was trying to explain to him. And then I even told him, like, this is the reason why I told your mom, because she's being very inappropriate with you, and she wouldn't let us be together. If only she would have let us be together, I don't think I would have ever become a murderer in my life.
I think it's very apparent how much you love him. It's very apparent how much you love him. I can see that. I can see the way you're talking about him.
He was for everyone, he was chain smoking and didn't want me to be able to touch him or anything. He just wanted to do his own thing in the back of the car and like the back seat away from me.
Why didn't you call the cops?
I think the reason why he didn't call the cops is because when we got arrested back in Wood County, back in, I think it was October or whatever, Wood County was a really bad county for charges, like the charges that he got. He got a charging for kidnapping, stuff like that. What? Yeah, and they wouldn't let me testify or say anything because of my age, and I kept telling them, like, I will tell them, you know, what happened and that everything was good, because they were trying to say that he sex trafficked me, and then they said that was the thing. They said that, you know, the reason why he got arrested is because we were showing pictures of myself and stuff like that. And then I told them, well, that's like, if I want to sell pictures of myself, then let me sell pictures of myself. Like, he's not forcing me to do it. All the pictures you probably see on my phone are probably one way. Like, I don't know what they want to hear. So, but they wouldn't let me testify. That's also another thing that made me really angry. So, he didn't call the cops because of the whole kidnapping thing like that, and I think he probably thought that you guys are gonna probably work around to he kidnapped me, killed his mom, probably did a really game, I don't know, like he probably thought that's how it was gonna end up, but that's not how it ended up at all. Okay. And whenever he got arrested, you know, I told him I loved him, and you know, I already told him I was gonna tell him the truth. If they ever found out about what happened, I was gonna tell him. And he was like, okay, he's like, thank you, he's like, I don't think you understand how much it is when people think that I kidnapped you and done all this and da-da-da. I was like, I understand, you know, they're not like to judge you on that or believe that you did that if they don't hear from the both of us.
Right. And as Hannah and I have said, and that's why we appreciate you telling us the truth, right? Because we only have speculation, right? And we're hearing one side of the story. So now we're getting your side of the story, which helps us, okay? And by extension, you're helping him, right? But it's what you want. You just feel like you want to help him.
Right.
Okay. It's a lot of much love and yeah, it really does. What is the huge broken game on here? And like him, like him. You show me this year? Do you know who you did? I don't. Did you say it more than one person?
No. I know I told like one other person that I killed somebody and stuff, and they were asking if I could kill another person for them. That's how that went, and that they wanted to come to Mexico.
The phone that you sold in Mexico, was that Nicole's phone? No.
Her phone was left at the house.
Her phone was at the house. So it was one of your old phones? That you told her was it someone else?
It was my phone.
Okay. What about the jewelry that you guys wanted?
It was her jewelry that I found and I gave it to him.
Okay. And that's when they got pawned upstairs, and when we were trying to go.
That's the one that we did in the pawn shop, and then that's what I also asked him if we could do that in Mexico to sell the jewelry. He would like do whatever he wanted. Not like, okay, I'm gonna sell it.
Do you remember how much money you got for her jewelry?
700.
How about the pounds? Do you remember?
I think it was like 80.
Okay. Thank you for telling me that. Do you know what kind of gun it was?
A pistol.
Okay. Do you know the caliber of the pistol? Was it 45, a 9, a 22, 40? That's okay. That's okay. And what about the bullets? Was the gun already loaded, or did you load it? Did you have a box of ammunition?
I loaded it, or whatever, whenever I shot it at the drive-by. And then, I made sure that the grass stove stayed in the car, and I got rid of the grass stove. And then bullets or whatever, I threw it at, I didn't know stop, I don't know what else, I just threw the bullets, and then that's when we ended up finding guns.
Do you think that you threw them out in Arizona?
Maybe.
Maybe. How, and I understand that your memory is pretty shoddy sometimes, and that's okay. How long after the shooting would you say that maybe you threw it out the window?
The Brussels,
Yeah,
we can have one.
an hour, okay. Were you still driving when, because you threw it out the window, correct? Were you driving or was Jonathan driving?
I was driving, so.
Okay. And then you threw the brass out the window, and what about, making sure I didn't mishear you? You said that there was other bullets.
Yeah, they were in the plastic bag,
Was it at the same time or was it at a different time? Okay, how long would you say that?
like 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes after throwing the brass out? Okay. Okay, just on the side of the road? Yeah. Okay, do you remember, were there any buildings or was it just kind of on the interstate?
Understood.
Interstate. Okay. Do you remember the interstate that you were on? Or? And so her phone was left in the house. You have two phones, correct? Okay, what about Jonathan? Does he have a phone? Or did the Mexican take it?
I think the Mexican took it.
So when you guys took her car, right, was she already deceased?
You mean just,
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
I don't even know if she was dead.
Well, after what happened?
After how long until I got into work? We were about an after. Well, first, we gave it a good minute to wash off blood and stuff. And then we, cleaned up around her. Well, I cleaned up around her because he didn't do anything because he just wanted to get off the blood because he was really upset about the fact that he killed his mom. So I was cleaning up the blood with a mop and stuff. And then I told him, like, we need to go to the browser or whatever into the washer or something to get rid of more of the evidence. And then I was like, you know, we need to go to the store to get cleaning supplies. So I went for her wallet that she had on her and had all her cards in there. I took that. And then I went, you know, to her closet, started grabbing stuff out of there. I like went through everything that she must have had, and then, so after that, that's when I went into the car.
Okay.
It was a good minute.
So when you guys took her car, she was already dead. Okay. So it's safe to say she did not give you permission to take her car.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Correct. Okay. You just mentioned that he was really upset that he killed him.
I have a really bad brain injury. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. I was just saying he was really upset that I killed his mom.
I just want to make sure that you're not taking 100% of the blame for something that he
Well, that's the thing.
He was really upset because I deleted his mom. What? No doubt. Oh my God, kid.
100% blame him for this material. I was the one that killed his mom, I was the one that did the shoot by, or whatever. I was just, after killing her, I was like, you know, fuck everybody else because they're always against me. And the reason why I killed her is because she literally wouldn't let us together. And she was so weird about it, and I did not like that. I didn't. And I remember when he was in jail and I was texting her, and she was like, well, I'll see about it, you guys can get back together, and we'll sit down and talk about it when she's 18. I was like, I'm not about to do that. I will literally show up and be with him no matter what.
So she was really trying to keep you guys apart?
Yeah.
Did you, you or Jonathan, you said that you have like her credit cards and stuff. Did you take money out of her bank account?
I took out, she had 30,000 in there, and I took out all of it.
Okay, 3 or 30? 3. Where did you do that? Where did that happen?
Like a whole bunch of different things of ATMs.
Okay, Was it all in Ohio, or was it?
It was, as we were passing through every state.
Okay,
And it was like a couple of times for each state that I did it.
okay. And then what did you use that money for?
Like for cigarettes, food, and I think cash. Yeah.
Did you stay in a hotel? So you did stay in the car the whole time?
We didn't stay in the car that long because, you know, I don't know where it was at. There was a couple of hotels that I did book online or whatever with their card.
Okay, with your credit card? Okay. And did you guys stay there? Okay. Real quick, I just want to circle back. Jonathan was wearing an ankle monitor? What was that for?
He was on, like he couldn't leave Ohio, but he was to be in Ohio until his court hearing.
I see. Like house arrest?
Yeah.
So when you guys, put her in the dumpster, did you still have the ankle monitor?
I got it in dumpster and,
I'm sorry, you're right, that's what he said. So when you put her in the dumpster, if he was there, was his ankle monitor on?
yeah, I flipped it off like whenever we were on our way to head out to Mexico and I threw it out the window.
Okay, still in Ohio, or now, okay. Did it beep or anything?
I don't know what happened.
You just tossed it out, okay. How long did you been living in
I wasn't planning on killing her. It was honestly, whenever I heard him when he was with him, he was like, you know, my mom doesn't want you here, you know, you're gonna have to hide yourself. And I was like, I'm not about to do that. Like, I love you, I wanna be with you, and I don't care, like, what she has to say about it. I'll straight up, you know, hit her, like, I don't care. And then, you know, it was like a couple hours that he was gone for it, that he was talking to his mom apparently, and I was like, well, you have 5 hours, because I'm not about to pretend like I don't exist and not come to talk to you and stuff. Like, I want us to be together, like, I want to be with you. And then, you know, not even 1 hour through it, he didn't do anything, so I went out there and I did it. He was out in like the dining room, and then when it happened, he like ran out to the bedroom. I think he was like in the pillow, like screaming for help. Like, he was not screaming for help, he was like screaming. Like, I think he was really happy to get he was in the military.
Because you were in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Just came in that fridge. And you grabbed her from behind,
No, I flipped her around and I did it.
and then she pushed her on the ground. And were you on top of her, or like on top of her, and straddling her? Where did this rock come from, though? If you
I found it outside.
so you had
I had like one like in there.
already said
Mm-hmm.
before he started strangling her. Had that in her. Where did you put the rock?
So like there it was.
So that would be with the trash, right? But before you strangled her,
I put it by the cabinet that I snacked in.
okay, did she see that rock beforehand?
It was really it's like in that
Where did you get the rock
from outside.
in their yard? Okay, because I'm not familiar with the area. Like I said, this is where I work here in El Paso. So does she live near woods, or is the landscaping have rocks? How big would you say this rock was?
Just the
Okay, and did you get it from the front or back there?
well, from the front of the backyard. I got it from the off like right here. Like so kind of in the front yard, but not really off of the street wall.
Okay, if I were to ask you to draw me a picture, could you show that to me?
No.
No,
I can't
draw. I can't draw a big figure for that for you. But it was, so if you're looking at the front door,
it's like a right here.
what did you do around the kitchen versus the kitchen?
I did it whenever we were asleep. I, you know, was right before I told him or whatever. I put it right there and I was like, you got 5 hours.
So about an hour before this happened, like an hour later, an hour before it happened, you put it around the kitchen. You know, prayer, plan of what you're gonna do. Thank you for clarifying. What is the, why 5 hours?
What?
Why 5 hours?
I don't know. I thought it would just like, make him be wrong.
Okay.
He was, but like, he couldn't do it and stuff, so I was like, go in the room, you know, get out of my way, and I was like, I shouldn't.
Do you remember when the clock started? Like, was it at 3 o'clock and you said you had until 8 o'clock?
I think it was like 9.
At night?
No,
In the morning is when the clock started. 9, so 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So would you say, because I don't want to put words in your mouth, what time would you say it happened?
I know maybe it was 12 because I think it was around 14 or something like that. Yeah. Because I remember him when we were talking about later down the road, he was like, you really killed my mom and literally gave me until 4 p.m. And he was like, I can't believe you. And he's like, I love you so much, but like, at the same time, I don't know how to feel about this, is what he was saying.
And in those 4 or 5 hours that you gave him, how were you feeling? Like, what was going through your head?
I was really wondering if he was actually going to do it or not.
Okay. Were you like sad, upset? Were you getting mad?
So again, she gave him 5 hours to delete his mom. And if he couldn't do it, she was going to. And she did.
As time was going by,
I was sleeping.
you were sleeping, okay? And so then you woke up, and then what happened?
Well, I didn't wake up. I was laying down or whatever in bed, and I heard them talking, and I was like, time was coming by fast. I was like, what is he doing? And then that's when I ran out there and pushed him aside. They pushed the room, and that's when I just full on took off.
So I just make sure I understand that you gave her 5 hours, and earlier you said like an hour had gone by and nothing happened, so did you feel her?
I don't know, I'm not like an hour went on by until like I noticed that he didn't do anything.
Okay, so like 6 hours later.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I just want to make sure that we are clear, because I'm so confused. So 5 hours had happened, nothing.
I gave him 5 hours to do it, an hour went by, and I noticed that
After the 5 hours.
yeah, and I didn't notice that he didn't do anything, so then that's when I went out there.
Okay.
Was it on the weekend or weekday? I don't know. Does she work? No. She did disability for her welfare. I don't know the answer.
Did she know that you were in the house, or were you hiding in the house?
I was hiding in the house.
Okay. How long have you been hiding in the house?
3 days.
3 days.
Whoa.
You were hiding in the house.
I was hiding in the bathroom.
In the bathroom. Does she not use that room?
No, she has her own bathroom.
Okay. Okay. So were you spending all day in the bathroom?
Yeah, I was sleeping all the time.
Okay. Were you sleeping on the floor in the tub?
In the tub.
Okay. Why didn't you hide in the tub?
Because he didn't like want that. He was all against me in this thing. Like, he wanted us to be together, and I was like, well, I'm not going to win, so it's either I have to be with you or I'll find somebody else. And he was like, okay. And then, I showed up, and then he was like, the same way he was in there when he was on, I don't know what you want to go hide in there.
There's nobody else in the bathroom? Yeah. There's not like a guest room that you're fine? Was there ever any close calls, especially if you did work?
It's not close calls. She doesn't even go down that area.
Okay. So it's in a different section than them? Okay. How did it make you feel that he relegated you to the bathroom?
Yeah, like relegated me. It was kind of more so I showed up out of nowhere and he was like really not knowing what to do.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. Where did you show up from?
Where did I show up from? I showed up from like his halfway down his room.
Okay, no, but before that, where were you?
Oh, where was I? like before I went to this house,
Yes.
I was in a car, and before I was in a car, I had in the living house.
Okay. They wasn't in the green room, and I'm not in the green room.
Whose car were you? I don't know the person I drove in with. I just asked somebody to give me a ride.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, straight from there.
So yeah, absolutely, Krista. So basically what's happening now and through most of this is that she is admitting doing all of these things and saying, you know, basically her boyfriend did not approve. Right now she's saying that she just had been hiding in the house for 3 days in the bathroom. She had given him 5 hours to delete his mother. She said she didn't really think he would do it. And when he didn't, she had a rock with her and she dealt with the situation. So yeah, it's like she's got verbal diarrhea. She does not mind talking about all of this at all. And I mean, Keza, you could be right. Does she think because she's a minor, she can just get away with all of this? I'm going back to my grassy knoll. No, you know, this audio is not the absolute best, is it? So if anything else kind of comes out, yeah, I'll continue to give little updates. Not a problem at all.
And was it in daylight hours, nighttime, daylight, and then you just like knocked out a window? Okay. And then how did you get into the house? It's window. Is it a one-story house? Well, is there a second floor? No. Is there a basement? Okay. So more than likely one story. Here there's no basements here in El Paso, right? And I know in other areas there's basements, so I'm just trying to understand. Do you know the streets?
Probably the offices. She would kiss me during and everything.
Okay. So when she was in the kitchen, right, when this all happened, has she known that you were in the house before that? No? Okay. So was it talked to her that you were in the house?
It was that I'm pretty sure that's what shocked her whenever I went to the door.
She wasn't expecting you in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
All I remember is that she dropped her flavored water on the ground.
Okay. What kind was it one of those, a can or something? Okay. Do you remember what kind of flavored water it was? Okay. And so you went to Walmart, so you picked up, how did you get to Walmart?
How did I get to Walmart? I made him drive.
You
I made him drive. I was telling him every time, like, whenever I just go somewhere, like, for stores and stuff, especially whenever I told her for cleaning and stuff, I was like, you're gonna drive me to the store, I'll turn you in. I was like, do you want me to turn you in? And then that's when he can really drive me to places.
And whose car was it? It was his driving, okay. Does he have his own car? No, okay. Anyway, so was the late deputy? Okay. How did you pay for the cleaning supplies?
Her money.
How much? Was it cash or a debit or credit card?
Cash.
Cash, okay. And the cash that you paid for, that's what you paid, was that cash that she had on her?
18.
So they used her money. They went to the bank and took out quite a bit of cash. And obviously took whatever was in her wallet, because it sounds like they had some of her ID when they were picked up, which is really interesting. She's got no fear about telling anyone what she's done. She doesn't seem to be worried about cameras out and about. She doesn't seem to worry about anything, not even the repercussions to herself. Just unreal. I like the different ideas you guys had about what could be going on with this girl, because her thought process and her dull affects are very interesting. She's, like I say, she's not worried about being even questioned by the FBI. She just thinks that she's going to, you know, carry on with life. I'll tell you what happened. And, you know, are we just about done here? Just what?
Okay, so you thought they were first to take out money? Okay.
God
How did
almighty,
you know
kid.
her PIN number?
Her PIN number? She had it, like, she honestly, like, has her safe and everything, but, like, right behind the safe or whatever, there was, like, a piece of paper.
Okay, so you got it from there?
So I did, like, a very research on how to get into the safe. How did I get into the safe? How did I go into the safe? That's the one thing I did not mess with, because I was, like, really worried about it was very.
What do you mean, Rick?
I don't know, sometimes if you put the wrong pin code into anything, it freaking goes off.
That's fair. That's fair. So, I would hope she wouldn't have her safe, you know, set with, I don't know.
Yeah, but like her dating Superman.
Touche. Did she have any guns in the house?
She has the one, that's the gun that we took in pawn shop.
Okay, so was it registered to him or Johnson, do you know?
It was trying to register
Her. Where did you find that gun?
where you gonna find it.
Or Johnson? Who?
I found it on the table that was in the, like, in the kitchen room.
Was it in a drawer or
No, it was on the table.
just she kept it out in the open?
Yeah, she kept her gun there, she kept her weed all on it.
Okay.
Wow.
Did you guys take the weed? Did she have, what is the antidote that she had?
They even
Was
took
it
her weed.
To smoke or was it in the form of gummies?
It was gummies and pawn dispenser.
Okay.
There was, like, the yeah, it was just gummies, the actual, like, plant itself, and then there was the cards that you put in it.
Okay. So those are not even like common. We go on.
When we are walking.
Wow.
I don't know, like, 3 years ago. I don't think I smoked the one that I got off.
You're not like correct or anything about high after that because of it. Now, like, do you feel bad about her or are you not whether?
I don't feel bad about it because she was inappropriate towards him and she wouldn't let us be together. And you know what they say, like, you know, let people do them, let people be people, like, don't interfere with somebody's life because it's gonna come right back on you.
Do you choose a third time?
Wow.
Yeah, I do. And I mean, it's not like she was about to die anyways. So it's not like, literally, like, we all die at some point, it's not like she was literally about to die.
She
What?
was literally about to die?
She goes, no, I mean, like, she was old already, and people, all.
Okay, she was in her 50s, her early 50s. Oh my God, this kid. She was old. Everybody, everybody passes, you know? Why are you guys worried about this? Holy crap.
All of us, people in general, we all die at some point. She was literally close to that age of dying. So I feel like it doesn't matter if I killed her or not. And I killed her because she gave me really two good reasons. She wouldn't let us be together, and she was very inappropriate towards him. And it's like, she didn't have friends, she didn't have family. So it's like, and honestly, it's like I killed nobody.
Well, what about the lady that was shot in Arizona?
I don't know about that person. I did that one out of anger. I just wanted to go off steam and I didn't think about that. But I honestly think that one didn't have anybody either. To be honest, she was literally in a blanket on a bus stop on her phone with glasses.
Wow.
So was she sitting down? Okay. But if she is dead, which I don't know, how does that make you feel?
I mean, I don't know how I feel about it.
I mean, she was just an innocent bystander and you were angry and you shot someone that did nothing to you.
Yeah, but at the same time, I could have not shot her. Could have not shot her. That was the first time I shot somebody in my life. Well, tried to shoot. Right. So she could still honestly be alive. And well, honestly, and another thing is, I honestly did research on that. I was seeing if anything popped up for Arizona about somebody getting shot, and nothing did. And then I did even a bigger search. I was looking to see if somebody committed them for no search there.
Okay.
So I don't think she honestly did that. I honestly think she was like, that person's mad, and then moved out of the investigation. I don't know.
So were you using your phone to look that up?
What?
So there was no search?
No, I used
Your computer?
yeah, it was like one of those phones.
What about, have you been worried that they found Nikki? Have you been trying to figure out if?
I'm pretty sure they haven't found her because just the simple fact that, like, my stuff and his stuff aren't plastered out there. Like, crazy. And I don't think they would even notice she was killed because, like I said, the trash literally took all the evidence. I cleaned it up pretty damn well. And, you know, the police that were down there, I dropped her body off at. Nobody was there around at that time. It was dark. It was literally like creek dark type of dark. And I made sure that, you know, she would look at normal trash in the big dumpster. So.
Okay. Actually, that's a good point. When you had her wrapped in a tarp, did it look like a body wrapped in a tarp, or because, I mean, it looked like a body wrapped in a tarp, right?
No, it didn't.
How did you get it to not look like a body? Was it difficult to hold the body up?
I mean, it sort of was, but not really.
Okay.
It was like lifting weights multiple times.
Okay. So she was folded in half. Okay.
And not in half, like, you know how people can go like this?
Okay. Okay.
Hey, put your head in.
Okay. And then when you chop her body, she's in the pieces. So she's still in one piece. Okay. And then you said you used saran wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Did you use an entire thing of saran wrap?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Where did you get that saran wrap from?
I got it from the store, that's right now.
Okay. Did you get the tarp from Walmart as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What section of Walmart did that have to come from? Do you remember?
The cleaning side of Walmart. Or the laundry stuff like that. For the saran wrap, I think that's honestly, like, right at the kitchen. Or it was silver and stuff like that.
Okay. And then you did not use tape up? Okay. Alright. So when you put her in the dumpster, it just looked like a piece of trash. Did you get in the dumpster or try to move stuff on top of her?
No, I was doing it through the square that they have.
I forget that some dumpsters have that, and you push her in through the square. Okay.
What?
I mean, a little bit, but not really. She was like half my,
She's short? Or
too short.
did you say she was more like my size?
Yeah.
What happened
I
next?
was the door and I got in the car and told her to go. And then that's when I told him, I was like, we're cutting off your ankle on here and we're going.
Okay. And,
So it literally sounds like they shoved her. Well, she shoved her through one of those little side for your garbage where you lift the thing down, and good God, Jesus almighty. And just, you know, she deserved it because she didn't want us to be together, you know, and she was old. So I don't even think it matters. What? Oh, Lordy.
Right? What time did you say it was?
Although they thought it to be an AM.
Oh, it was midnight?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you get back to the house?
No, we didn't go to the house.
You did.
That's when I told him we were gonna drive off.
Immediately after putting on the dumpster. They cleaned before the dumpster. Okay. And then how did you cut off the people?
I bought him, what's it called, like the bowl cutters, I think they're called, and I did that and I threw it out.
Okay.
Usually on these kind This was a little bit loose, but the band is only, like,
Yeah. Okay. And then you just started driving. Okay. What was the first state that you would hit after you left Ohio? Indiana. Okay. If you think just one second.
you kind of see, but
You guys, did you go down?
no.
I'm actually looking forward to see what her reaction's going to be when they say, okay, turn around. We got some new bracelets for you. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what that reaction's going to be.
You go down, but that was right there. So why don't you guys stop? Can I stop it?
Those are all the systems.
You stop everywhere at every state you went to. How long did you have before you stopped?
I didn't,
Who drove the machine?
I drove one.
You know, have you, like, what do you want the next, why do you not want to do that?
Because I know Mexico's we're almost every Christmas week, I think it's a crime I'm going to. And that's why we get caught there. I mean, yes, we like to agree to it, but at the same time, we need to bring out how easy it is to get into the mafia. That's why it's really surprising when you did bring up the cartel, because that's what I was gonna do next, was bring up the cartel. How are you gonna join?
She was going to join a cartel.
So you have those all mentioned already, or were you just gonna try to find them? What if you know people in the cartel already, or were you just gonna try to find them?
I was gonna try to find something.
And you were okay with the cartel life?
Yeah, I mean,
You know how to treat women? What? I don't know how to treat women.
I mean, it's not, it's honestly a matter of fact of you to treat people. It's honestly, that's what's gonna get you good, is you turn your head off somebody. And I don't do that, I don't. I'm not always sure. Trying to be true.
You guys, you stay at hotels or where on the air?
We stayed at 3 hotels that I registered for us through bringing on. So I think like, I don't know, it's called Kaitlyn or something, I don't bring, it's like some hotels in here, shown, what was the name? I don't know.
You remember? Okay. But do you use for cards then? Okay. How many nights did you take? One night at each place, multiple nights?
There was one that, there's 2 that we did 3 nights, there was one that, we did 1 night, there's one just next.
Okay. And it was like all along the way. Do you ever said Denver? Did you really stop hanging out with Denver? No. I love Denver. I think it's besides Nikki, the other people. They were a kid or something. What if they were a kid? Do you guys? What's the last, like, grade that you want? Do you ever do that one for GED? GED is something, that costs money and you have to, like, study your own and have any help in it and you pay for it. And I feel like that's just honestly a waste of money. And I feel like for me, being able to be able to have success, I have to have alcohol. Did you struggle with the state testing was alright. I mean, there was one time where I had to go back and redo it, but it's not very good. What about like the regular test you do in the classroom? The regular test, that was, you should, yeah, I have a good year without like testing that any. For my course, it's just like I don't know anything, and every time I ask my dad for help, like, oh, how do you do this? What's that? He's like, it doesn't all the paper, and I'm like, obviously I'm not understanding it. So you said your dad, well, should I know? No, I'm just saying, that's what I said. Yeah, studying like TBI, yeah, ADHD? ADHD, not ADHD, okay, well, no.
ADHD. So, did you hear that? Borderline personality disorder. Good job, Shauna. Good job.
I also have bipolar disorder, PTSD, severe anxiety, and I have bipolar depression. So I have what were you diagnosed with? Depression. I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety when I was 12, but recently I don't know when I got diagnosed with that. I just know that it says on my diagnosis list that they have in the medical chart or whatever. I got diagnosed with bipolar because of my pre-spree of like having AIDS or like I will flip internship. I was like and stuff. What causes that trigger? I don't know. I really don't know. It's been more since every injury. The anger has been more since every injury. Yeah.
Okay, I have a couple more questions and then we'll wrap this up. I really need your help, okay? To the best of your ability, what dumpster would she put in? Like, what apartment complex was this?
And one to the line.
Okay, do you know the name of the apartment complex?
So not from you? No, I know he does, I just don't.
Okay. Was it close to the house? Was it?
I think when we were talking about it, I was like, we need to get rid of the body. He was like, what do we need? I was like, well, I want to get rid of it because I'm going to murder her. And he was like, okay, well, I'll just start listing off random places that you could possibly just dump a random body off at. And then whenever I heard it, the first, like, neighbors that are there, I was like, let's go there.
Can you remember anything about it? Like, at all? No? Do you remember what it looked like?
I just know it was flashing really big.
The dumpster, you mean? Mm-hmm. Okay. What about, like,
and I know it looked like an apartment building, like one of the ones who,
okay, was it near anything? Was there like a store close by that can help us?
No, it was near a field.
A field? If we pulled it up on a map, could you, like, find it?
I don't think so, but it was literally in the middle of the night.
Okay.
I just remember a body under the truck.
Did it look like a big apartment complex, a small apartment
Was
complex,
like a big one.
a big one? Did you have to go in through a gate or
That was open.
it was open freely? Okay. Can you recall the apartment complex, like how many units? Was it 2, 3, anything that can fall up?
I know there's 2 entrances.
2 entrances. Okay. Did it look like the exterior was light colors? I'm not familiar with kind of, obviously, the houses look different here than they do, where you're from. Was it wood panels?
No, I know that, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So here's where the house would be at. And there's a lot of trees. 2 trees.
I don't.
What's your house?
Yeah.
Was that it? So were you right there on that street on the other side? So there's a condominium right across the street with that building. What town was it in again? Sydney. How do you spell that?
SLBANRA.
Okay.
I don't remember what it looks like. It was dark time.
How long would you say that you were driving for then?
20 minutes.
Okay, so 20 minutes approximately away from your house.
10 or 20 minutes.
So are all the sensors out there black or? Okay. So the lane is like north of Toledo? Yeah. Even is there anything else that you can think of that would be important for us to know about anything? How do you?
I'm trying to think of anything else I can remember.
Alright, well, if you remember anything, obviously, just let us know. But thank you for being honest with us, okay? That's really hard to do, but we really appreciate your honesty, okay? Well, it sounds like you had a pretty tough life, and I wish there was something I could say to make that better. But Hannah and I really, we do want to help you, okay? And so, thank you for helping us to help you, okay? So look, there's obviously, with the information that we have, there's some things that we need to figure out, okay? So, I don't know yet. I'm gonna step out for a second. There's gonna be another agent that comes in here. But do you have any questions for me right now, or Hannah? No? You sure?
I think earlier in the 17, a lot of my places not in, maybe, it doesn't mean that they can figure it out. And I just didn't shake it out.
Do you need to I guess it's better to figure that out. Okay. The only thing is you'll have to be escorted, okay, by Tina, of course. So, probably Hannah. We'll figure out where that's going, okay? Give me a couple minutes, okay? We'll make sure we get you a doctor. Okay. Do the anger worse after your accident? So the anger is going to be worse after an accident? Do you think why?
She said that I probably won't ever do the same after my accident.
Tell me what Kaitlyn before the accident was like and Kaitlyn now.
Well, I feel something with that accident. I was just not having as many anger about outbursts. Like whenever I was hospitalized, I broke a lot of their property. I left a few people with like bruises on their face and body and like worse than usual. Because before that, I used to like warn people when I'm getting angry. I used to be like, I'm getting angry, like get away from me, and then it turned into full on yelling, screaming, and breaking stuff.
Is anybody ever tried that?
No, most of the people that have tried to fight back towards me, they just mess up like their room. Or I touch.
Children, I mean, I'm children, it's great experience. What was the best part of the food? Yeah. What kind of tacos do you
I've had beef and chicken.
Nice, which one's your better?
Chicken.
Do you guys go like a food truck to get tacos or like a restaurant? Food truck, those are the best tacos ever.
Yeah, that's where he went and quesadilla and he said it was bomb. I was like, I don't like quesadillas, but I bet you it is.
Was it just cheese and tortilla, or did it have meat on it?
It had meat and cheese, and I think it had like some spices and
That sounds really good, that was really good. What do you like to do? I mean, what do you guys do? What do you like to do for fun, or just relax?
almost music. Yeah, what kind of music do you like? All of it?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite song?
No.
You're good. I'm just cold in
Yeah. Have you had stuff on the whole time? Or have you changed?
here. I had different clothes on, but I've had this dress on since I've been in Mexico.
Okay. How did you like go back and get clothes? Did you have clothes for me right away?
Clothes from Ireland. And then I also spent money to get new clothes too.
Okay. You said that you were at an independent living facility?
So they just might not be the ones that say, here's your bracelets. Sounds like somebody else is going to come in after the FBI are finished talking with her.
What does that mean? You're just like on your own?
Well, it was for disabled people, but I had nowhere else to go because nobody would accept me because of my history of being violent and running away. So I went there, but yeah, they had no rules.
There's no rules?
Yeah.
But
It's basically you live on your own, you cook for yourself, you eat for yourself, it's basically being an adult. But like once in a while, they might have staff that checks up on you.
okay. And then they pay for it, and the state pays for it?
How the county does.
Well, how come your attorney
Do you have what you think about? I'm trying to go over to him. Coones. I thought I was frustrated to have little scars from your hand. Yeah. It's a big one. So when you buy a car, did you get another car or did you get? I had another car and I had a telephone pole. How much are you going? This is like 50 miles per hour. Okay. And you like want to leave or you just wait? I feel it's really this before I know what it. Yesterday, I was also so drugged up, that's why I don't remember it. Like, I was on bed rest for so long in the ICU. I had to learn how to walk in every single morning. Yeah, but my coordination is really bad still because of the brain injury. Like I said, I can't watch the stream anymore. Like, I can't watch TV. I can't, like, tell what's left, what's right. Sometimes, like, literally, look at me, oh, let's go left, goes right. Like, it's just so bad. Yeah. In the kids, like when everybody walking, you see, okay? It's hard to tell if you like had to relearn to walk so recently. Right. Well, it wasn't so recently, it was every week, so a few months ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Kaitlyn, so, look, I agree to be honestly, right? If you've been nothing but honest with us, you are going to be arrested, okay? So, here in just a minute, there's going to be 2 officers. They're going to come in, they're going to arrest you. And then you're going to be booked into the county jail. Obviously, based on all the information that you told us. And then, it looks like it's going to be on state paper, to the best of my knowledge, out of Ohio. So at some point, you're going to be what's called extradited back to Ohio, okay? Which means like the federal government, like FBI, or how much charging. Okay. And so I'm not being a federal agent, right? I'm not exactly sure the state procedures, but you will at some point go to a judge, and that's where the judge is going to let you know what you're being charged with. Okay? I don't know what the charges are right now. I haven't seen any arrest documents or whatnot. Right? Are you okay? Are you sure? Do you have any questions? Are you sure? Well, so the county jail for women or is it for kids? So I think the county here is going to be adults. Okay. Now, when you get to Ohio, I don't know. That you may go to juvenile, right? Because remember what I said here in Texas, 17 is an adult, right? But when you go back to Ohio, from my understanding, age maturity is 18. So you'll probably be transitioned to a juvenile facility. Okay. I don't know how long it's going to take. With you being a minor, I would like to believe that it's going to be a short amount of time. Okay. Before you leave here and go there. But they're going to come in just a second and look. I'm going to do my best to answer any question if you have any. Okay. But once they come in, we're leaving, right? And they're not going to treat you like this. No. So just be mindful of that. And just be like, you've been arrested before, right? Okay. You know, right? But look, I'm willing to hand it to you if we can answer any questions. Where's my, that, with my cell phone stuff? Do they have them? So your personal belongings, yeah, so, that's a very good question. So your phones are going to need keys, right?
Right, I did that, but I'm talking about my sunglasses, my earrings, and my bracelet.
No, we're gonna, so your personal property, if you get a lawyer assigned here, we'll make sure that your lawyer here gets it. Or if we have to send it back to Ohio, to whatever lawyer, you will make your personal property back.
So there's like no way that I can put on with my necklace or not to take it from whenever I do it.
No, because you actually, when you're gonna go to county, they're gonna even make you take off your shoelaces. So they're not gonna let you have your free right now. But your stuff will be safe, right? Because until we can get it back to you, it's gonna be at least in FBI custody, okay? Okay. You should.
What do I need?
You need, what do I need? I don't know. They should be able to get there. They should provide you with something to eat. I don't know, I can ask. Okay? So, Kaitlyn, thank you for being respectful for us, really. Just to make the transition a little bit easier, just be respectful to the officer, okay? Do you need a second? Are you sure? Try to give you a minute.
Oh, she knows the routine. She knows the routine. Wow, hey? How's that for a messed up one?
Kaitlyn Coones and Jonathan Jones were both charged with aggravated murder, tampering with evidence, and abuse.
Okay, so what he was going to say. So let's see here. They were sentenced to life in prison and pled no contest to the M charges. Kaitlyn and Jonathan both pled no contest to 1 count each of aggravated M and abuse of a ORPS in the Lucas County Common Pleasant Court. The state agreed to dismiss other various charges against the two in exchange for the pleas. They'll both be eligible for parole in about 25 years. Let's see here. This was a horrific event. The prosecuting attorney, Julia Bates, said in a statement, "We are relieved to reach a resolution in this case and hope it brings some measure of peace to Nicole Jones' family. May her memory stay in everyone's hearts." Oh, how sad, right? Oh, Lord. I mean, look at all the stuff we've been looking at as far as Canton goes. Unreal. Unreal. Jesus. Yeah, bad Kool-Aid. Yeah, is it the water? Is it the Kool-Aid? Is it the oxygen? What the hell is going on in Canton? I said this at the beginning of the stream. Makes me wonder if she had anything to do with the Explorers program. Really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because those guys definitely made their rounds. So, guys, that's what we have. That is Kaitlyn Coones, the messed up little thing that she is. Won't be out deleting people for a while. 25 years to life for both of them. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much. Thank you to 8MC for allowing us to share the footage. And yeah, thanks for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I'm going to see you really soon in the next one. Bye.